Hello and welcome to this week's Tech and Download. So this week's Tech and Download is a little bit later than usual. That's also because we were expecting to see something from WWDC and next at Acer. Well, we've watched WWDC and we haven't watched next at Acer. That's tonight. So we decided not to wait anymore and just release this because there's plenty going on at WWDC. But anyway, first, local news. So first things first, ASUS came to Malaysia with the ExpertBook B9. The ASUS ExpertBook B9 is also the lightest for business laptop in Malaysia. What does that mean though? So the ASUS ExpertBook B9 is not fitted with a regular Intel 10th generation processor. It's actually called a V Pro processor, which is specifically built for businesses. That also means that there's some extra security features that you might not get on your PC, and it also really supports the Windows 10 professional platform. You can spec it with up to 16GB of RAM, and you can add a little bit more to that, but add too much stuff and you're adding to the weight. It's only about 870 grams. That is actually quite an awesome stuff made from ASUS, and it will set you back at least 6,299 ringgit. At least, okay? You can spec it up and pay more for it if you want. Huawei is back in the news. Not like they haven't been in the news, they have been in the news quite a lot lately. They finally put their true flagship on sale, which is the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. Still, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus is now in Malaysia and it will set you back 4,999 ringgit. For that extra few hundred ringgit that you're paying for, you still get 5G and you get better camera and slightly more storage space. Huawei also is bringing in their Huawei MatePad Pro 5G. It's a Huawei MatePad Pro with 5G capabilities. For that extra 5G capability, you're paying about 1,000 ringgit more. You're getting it at 3,299 ringgit and it will be available 26 June 2020 onward. Now, of course, that's only for the tablet. If you really want the full experience like what we had, we kind of like it actually. If you want the keyboard and the pen, which is what they call the Huawei Magnetic Keyboard and the Huawei M Pencil for the Huawei MatePad Pro 5G, that's an extra 499 ringgit. Their competitor Samsung is also in the news. They are bringing in their BTS version of the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus and their Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. That's quite a handful name. But still, there's nothing really special about it. It's just special edition colors. It's purple in color, or at least to me it looks like cosmic purple, and then you get some extra BTS logos on it, which is maybe quite nice if you're a fan. And for the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, you're getting it at 899 ringgit, while the smartphone starts at 4,399 ringgit. Speaking of Samsung, did you know that the Note 20 might come with an AMD Radeon powered graphics? No matter though, we have some AMD news. We can't mention too much about it, but they are bringing in their XT version of the 3000 series processors. So that's before we get the 4000 series Ryzen processors, which could come with Zen 3 and RDNA 2. Still, you know where this is going. That means we get more power from AMD just before we see the new processors, and that also means that we're getting more value for our money. And that's what AMD has been reaching out to. But that is already going into international news, so let's stay at that. HTC globally launched a new smartphone. They call it the U20, but a lot of people think that it's a little underwhelming. It's still a 5G smartphone and it's powered by the Snapdragon 765G. That's why it's got 5G capabilities. You can spec it up to 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, but there's no specific pricing for it yet. And it actually looks like a Realme smartphone if you ask me. Apple's WWDC just happened this morning and we saw quite a lot of new stuff. There's no new hardware still, and iOS is still called iOS. It's just that it's now the 14th generation of iOS, and there's some really big upgrades that comes with it, including maps and even the health app. And you see new Watch OS, you see new Apple TV OS, and you even see a new Mac OS. It's called the Big Sur this time, and there's a lot of upgrades. Although visually they still look somewhat similar, they say that this is the biggest update since the inception of Mac OS X. Now we're just waiting for next at Acer tonight. Well, we have seen some of the things that Next at Acer will bring to Malaysia, but we will cover that later. That is all we have for TechENT Download this week. Thank you for watching, and please do give us some thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because that would mean a lot. And that would mean that we can make all these videos. Your support means a lot to us. We're also on social media at techENT TV. That's TECHENT TV. And you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.